lot of time is very large. You got to shut down portions of a lake for traffic. It can be logistically difficult. And then the turnaround times for that would be, for an example, if they were to use that in Lakeville, they have to come all the way from Clear Lake to Lakeville and back for reloads, and it takes quite a while. Something like that. Okay. We did use a DC-10 on the Red Mountain fire up there one day. Anybody seen that one on the news? They used that up there when it was basically coming across and threatening Bell Springs Road. They did bring the DC-10 over to that. Utilized it. So.
Other questions from the board? How about questions from the public? Please state your name for the record.
Tony, North Brook Trails. I'd like to thank CDF for the quick response. The morning after the lightning strikes, we had a fire threatening 6 structures. And
up on Goose.
Yeah, we were able to evacuate. We used CERT people very effectively. CDF pulled the air tankers out of the air and attacked that fire and controlled it for us with local effort as well. But I want to thank CDF and the operations at the airport went seamlessly.
Yes, it did.
As well as because of our water management policies and Brook Trails, we were able to give you about 20 acre-feet of water to support those operations because of our ability to predict what we'll have in December, November. So again, I think Willits Airport is a high elevation airport, so you had more operational time out of it. And it was pretty amazing. I live right below the airport to watch those operations over that whole period of time.
Yeah, it was interesting. And another thing is our local cooperator, local agencies, you know, they helped us out immensely. All of our local departments from South Coast, Elk, you name it, our local cooperators were in there helping us out, and we couldn't have done half of what we did without them. And also the local timber operators out here with their dozers and everything helping us help a bunch. And just for this map purposes also, these color-coded regions are landowners, and Mendocino Redwood Company, basically right here and up here, and as you can see, they got hit really hard. And what the physical impact on the timber there, I don't know. They're going to have to get in there and actually cruise the timber and find out what type of damage was done. In my opinion, not a lot flying it. The fire was a ground fire predominantly, occasional runs through the crowns of the trees, occasional torching of trees, but it cleaned up a lot. So I don't think the timber damage was extreme out here in most of this.
Please state your name.
I'm Chris Brown, the Air Pollution Control Officer. I don't think we've had a chance to name
No.
ours, but in your presentation, you talked about the fires outside of the county. You did mention that those are not being worked by CAL FIRE.
No, those are.
I think the public should know that.
Yes, those are not. That's the purple here, basically the county line. Mendocino unit, this is a CAL FIRE, this is our responsibility area. These fires outside of this line, such as the yellow that's working in the Yola Woolly Wilderness, is the U.S. Forest Service, all right? Wilderness area, they have a lot of parameters they have to work around on. Mainly was basically let it burn, let it do its thing. However, right up off of this fire here, there's some local holdings. As a matter of fact, one of them was used to be our director with CAL FIRE, CDF back then. Once these fires started encroaching on our direct protection area, then we step in and start doing something. So we went in and helped out with a plan on this, stopped it from jumping, or it jumped across the middle fork, but we stopped it there. The same goes down here. You have the big fire and the mill fire that a lot of people could see off of Sanhedrin, south of Sanhedrin. Okay, the U.S. Forest Service took control of those. They put the big fire out, which was right in a fire in 1987, the louder fire, so they could contain that one. But then the mill fire continued to burn above, there's a ranch right there called the Ashman Ranch. And then it progressed down to where it got into our, or it was close, threatening our area. And then we went in and went unified command with those folks and then put the thing out. So these other fires, again, different jurisdictions, U.S. Forest Service, yeah, that's their responsibility. So that's why we don't take action on those.
Supervisor, oh, I'm sorry.
I had a second question for you. I'm sorry, that very quick one, I hope. I noticed in my going out looking at fire situations, we've lost a lot of ground cover, especially on some steep slopes. Is there going to be any reseeding efforts, anything to try to stabilize those slopes before winter comes? I'm thinking Red
Yes,
Mountain
there is some of that going on right now. And actually right now, the other phase that we're in now is called fire repairs or fire suppression repair. Okay, So we've got a big contingent of dozers, some crews, a lot of folks out right now working on the erosion control issues and repairing the dozer lines, the hand lines, and all that out there. So yes, that is ongoing. Putting straw out there, mulching straw, yes, definitely working on the watershed.
I was just out on Running Springs Road, which was the evacuated community, and it would probably be nice to let those people know why the activity is still ongoing, that it is now gone into the beginnings of that erosion control.
Yeah,
Because I know they were surprised to see the dozers out there working and what's going on.
Yeah.
That information.
We have had some contact with some folks, so I appreciate that, and I'll pass that on to those folks.
Supervisor Colfax.
Chief Brown, we've been thanking the firefighters here for about 6-8 weeks on this board because
Yes.
they've been pretty much on the line of what's going on and understanding just how much you and the National Guard, CAL FIRE, the National Guard, and our local fire departments, which in some ways probably saved Mendocino County in the early days of this. So I want to thank you here once again. I know you've been thanked probably so many times now, it begins to sound
Appreciate it.
a little bit old-fashioned, but I think one of the things I'd like to do today, though, is in conjunction with this, is I just met Paul Hansen this morning. Paul Hansen sitting on the floor over there with a microphone.
Okay.
He was the guy here that even though I just met him this morning, in the course of the 6 weeks of the fire, I felt that he was almost a family member because we were right in the line of fire with animals that had to be moved and everything else. And Paul, I'd like just to express my appreciation on behalf of at least the people in the 5th District and beyond, I hope, for your incredibly good reporting along with some other members of KZYX and also, by extension, the people at the coast. These 2 stations actually kept folks informed across the county. I think you really deserve a round of applause. So thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much. The only thing I'd point out is for 2 weeks, I was news director of a 7-person news department, and that tells you how much work we can get done. Thank you very much. So, I think our friends at the coast did a wonderful job as well. You guys did.
Thank you.
Great. Sir.
Thank you. I'm Jason Bradford. Now I watched the fires with amazement. I never actually saw flames, but I was in a lot of the smoke. I woke outside a lot and saw a lot of helicopters. And I got really nervous about it, and there's 2 reasons why, even though I wasn't threatened personally. First of all, I've been studying regional climate models. I used to be a research scientist at UC Davis and had National Science Foundation grants, and I would look at the impacts of climate change on ecosystems. And for this part of North America, the expectation basically over the long term, and even starting maybe within the next couple decades, is for the rains to cut off